So yeah, in a nutshell, you've got your secret societies and stuff like that, yeah? Now, is it not been apparent to people on why there's conspiracy shit about all different types of things, yeah? Now, even if this person, Dexter at all, and all his minions, even if they weren't connected to Scientology, and I got it wrong, which I know I haven't, I still found out too much stuff, way too much, regardless of Dexter, Luhan, Andrea Pelagali, or what you call it, I think his name is that, and all them, regardless of the fact that they're blatantly up to something, still found out way too much that's there. It's quite clear. So yeah, I've been shadow banned. Nothing is getting looked at, really. Nothing. It pops up on other people's IP addresses are logged. Anyone who's like looked at my stuff in the past, they'll probably they might well see what I'm doing. But anyone who hasn't engaged, any IP address who hasn't engaged with my IP address or anything like that, they do it that way. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure of the technical things how they do it. This shadow banning, right? But it's weird when I see my views go down and stuff. And people say, "Oh, that's because you haven't refreshed your page." It's like, well, yeah, but I have refreshed it, and I look on different computers, and there's just different numbers there all the time. It's not just that, right? These people are gutted that I found them out, that they've been found out. And it's not really my fault. I mean, I'm just... I've been fucked around by them, yeah? It's their fault for fucking around with me, basically. And they're a bit gutted because they thought that they could just get away with it. Which they kind of still are getting away with it, because no one can be bothered to look. Which is really, really upsetting for me. I mean, it's like... It's beyond painful. No one realises the pain. The mental anguish that I've been put through, basically. It's not a sob story or I'm not seeking attention or anything. It's just all I want is just for someone to look at this. That's all I wanted. The reason why I go mental or come across very intense is because no one does. No one... if you can see what I see, which is not just stuff in my mind, it's clear. It's hard matter evidence. Why no one wants to look at it? All these conspiracy heads out there on about the New World Order and stuff. Why don't they just give it a chance? Have a little look. It's sick. So are people just gonna... People are just... I really want to go mental at people for their ignorance and their stupidity and not even looking at this. But I don't think it's quite like that. I think that most of this is not getting out there, is it? Because what I've been saying should fucking go viral, really. I mean, I sussed that out in the summer last year. But it hasn't. And again, it's not about me getting like a buzz off getting subs and views and shit. It's not. It's the fact that it's very important. It's so important like this. It puts everything together. It basically completes everything. Do people get tired of this conspiracy shit on YouTube? Because I got tired of it, see. I got really tired of it. Really tired of it. Just the constant fear-mongering. Just did my head in. I thought, when's it going to end? The fact that I've kind of like got to the bottom of it. Now, whether people are reluctant to engage with me because they may feel a bit silly that they didn't see it themselves, or whether they're in on it, whether they've invested a lot of their life and time in talking about the shit that these people put out there, it all keeps this in suspension. And just wanted someone just to have a look at what I'm saying. No. It's so heavy. I'm not making it up. It's really, really excruciatingly painful for me. I don't enjoy the nice weather today. I do like my life, but it's very difficult to do anything but this. When it's got to the point now where it's gone way beyond, any point of no return. And I really, really don't understand why. I mean, it's really... Why doesn't anyone want to know? Because when you see it, it's so clear. It's confusing. Well, it's not confusing. There's words for it. And I kind of got pissed off with people last year, right? Because I knew I was putting my life on the line, even if people don't think I was, right? I thought I was, so that counts to me. Because I probably know more about this than anyone out there. I'm sorry to say to people who think they know everything, but yeah, you don't know everything. You have to fucking get your heads around that. Because if you did, you'd feel like me too. I don't know everything. Far from it. But I do know I've just linked lots of things up, and it's so obvious and clear and solid. There's no flimsiness involved. These people have really been damaging people, left, right and centre. And I obviously didn't know where to go with this, apart from just let people know, let the public know, and that's not working. I wish there was someone I could just go to and talk to about this, but there isn't. So that leaves me on my own. Like I said, I got my good friends, band members, who understand, but it's not really up to them. I'm not asking that, and I never have asked them. We kind of put it across musically, like I said, but I'm the spokesperson on this subject, and it's nothing to do with them really. From what I found out, I know that other people know this. So what? Why don't they say anything? Why can't I just get a little bit of feedback? I've given my life up basically for this, and it's the unknowingness as well, because there's been no one to tell me, no, you're not right, and explaining to me why I'm not right. Nothing. Now I know that I am right in this, because what people have to understand is that it took a whole year before last year, almost a year ago. It was another year of doing some research into, well, actually, I went deep and found out everything before I went vocal on it. I wouldn't have gone vocal otherwise. Like I said, who would make videos like this without having either solid evidence or without it, something anyway, being tangibly definite in my reason of doing this, putting this across. Because, I mean, most people know that these people don't take it too lightly when you say things about them. The fact that they've not done anything, isn't that like a clue for people that I've hit the nail on the head? Some people out there are jealous of that fact, that I've hit the nail on the head. Don't be, because that's all I've done. I haven't done anything else. Like, I'm fucking hell. I'm quite happy to pass that on to someone else. It's just that I don't think many people had the this severe evidence of them messing around with people who are not Scientologists. Because, I mean, Scientology is a secret society at the end of the day, isn't it? And then seeing you scrape the surface a little bit, and all these secret societies have been getting the blame. I'm not sticking up for them either, right? All the other ones now, like the Freemasons and stuff like that, they all get the blame for killing people, and like the 27 like musicians that die, Kurt Cobain, Amy Winehouse, Jimi Hendrix, all them lot. They all get blamed for that. When you have to scrape the surface a little bit, and you see that it's all linked to Scientology. But I don't think it's just the Scientologists. I don't think they're just far too fucking creepy and crap. I mean, they haven't got a clue about anything, so I don't know how they could do that, right? It's like, because they just get sussed out straight away, really, because they are they're just fucking so easy to spot. So, does it go deeper then? And then, of course, you see, like, the connections with the CIA and the deep state. So, just make it difficult to try and to get across to anyone. And this is what they hope. They hope that people will... And they end up killing themselves, basically. People end up killing themselves because it's just too much for them. They just don't know how to get the message out there in the first place. And it's intense, you know. And the realization of what they're up to, it's overwhelming. It's really overwhelming. So, and then, you know, expecting at least one or two conspiracy heads to get onto it, like David Icke and whatever. And then as time goes on, it becomes more clear that they are in on it as well, without a doubt. That's so clear that they are. This is messed up, isn't it, really? It's really, really messed up. They even come forward to say, no, hang about, I'm not in it, because they know that will bring attention to it. I've got hard evidence. Lots of it. What these people have been doing. And the jeering and the fact that they think that they can get away with it. The end agenda, people are not aware, is a mass cull, yeah. As in 95% of the populace wiped out. So the reason why I'm going so intense about that is because I'm and I don't want any, like, look at me, I'm trying to save the world, yay! It's not that. Just I didn't think it was very nice that they wanted to kill most of the fucking world. And thought I might have to speak up about it, speak out about it, and for someone to pick up on it. Now, if people don't believe what I'm saying, just please don't go at me. Just do a little bit of research. Because it's there. All this is there. And it does become quite blatantly obvious, their plans, when you see the bits and bobs. I mean, I've collected loads of it, and even just a few bits you can see. And how people have been affected by it as well. I mean, people are, even just normal members of the public, are quick to say, to tell you to shut up, and to say, you're being daft, or just leave them to it, just leave them all this. Like, I can't leave them to it, man. Like, just leaving, like I said, I know the rape thing, you know what I mean? It's like, it might have been a bit extreme, that, right? But it is a bit like that. It's like, just leave them rapists to it, man. Fucking fuck them. You know what I mean? Like, these people they've gotten away with it for so long because of that mindset. And the fact that they've they've really let them stop themselves in as well. I mean, when you do, it all clicks into place, and it is quite shocking then. On the how deep it goes, it is very shocking. It's like, whoa, whoo, honestly. So I just needed to speak up about it, and I thought I was going to get done over because of it, but I haven't been done over, not energetically or physically. I've not been targeted by weird shit. I don't think so anyway. There's been no aliens in my room anyway, no slender men coming in through the door. And I knew that this was the factor in which is holding people back, holding the humanity from shifting consciously. Because when people do shift, these scumbags do really stick out like sore thumbs. That's another hole they've dug themselves into unknowingly. Well, they might kind of have a clue. Obviously they do have a clue, because they're stopping everyone else from evolving. Hence they need to negatively charge things and keep up anything that will bring people down. Because people get too heady, too many people, it'll shift. And when that happens, they are basically exposed. They're naked. And they don't want to be that. That's another selfish reason they hold people in this pain